Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays a Stout Minstrel. We're in Lukash, the Flaming Spire, where we're about to start to help the Stout Axis here. My old kin, who apparently I've been gone so long, or they thought me dead, that they no longer recognize me.
Have you a mind to aid my folk?
So finally you've come to Lukash. Yes, it's not a very fitting home for dwarves, as you and Gimli might think, but the mistress has kept us from the Deathless and the others of her kin. Or so she did until Sauron fell. Now this ridiculous Order of the Eye won't leave us be. They actually believe he'll come back again. That foolish lot, aren't they? If they were harmless, I'd leave them to their fantasies. But now they have come to the spire. They have tortured and killed our kin, all to gain Mistress Zorith's knowledge of Sauron's artifacts. What would we know? We are her servants, not her trusted allies and advisers. If you wish to aid me, bury my kin upon the field surrounding Likash. They deserve that final honor. Come to think of it, if those cultists are still snooping around outside, well, they were the last time I checked, well then, bury them as well. And if he does not come back again, I don't want them to be around to see it. Even if he does come back. Yes, alright. So, bury stout axes. I should do that since they are my kin. And defeat cultists. And I think I have another level of enmity of the cultists to complete. So, I shall also work on that. But I believe I need to do some. Oh, okay. Phantom. Oh, that's right. There's a basement here. Oh, or is it upstairs? Well, either upstairs or downstairs. Let me see. This is. Actually, that's up to the spire. Maybe that's not the best direction to go. I think we need to go downstairs. Ah, here we are. The way down. And down. And down. And down. Let's see. Hello there. Oh, I need to deliver rations. Oh yes, here are some rations to help keep up your strength. Thank you. You're welcome. And we will deliver a little bit more of that. More rations. So I need to deliver rations. I need to do the burials. I need to collect a missives. And oh yeah, I need to bring that piece of metal to Covadil. All sorts of fun little things to do. Is that everything? Here's the last of the workers that need a little bit of food. Oh, the promise of a full belly. And we also have firsting. I thought there was somebody that was missing.
Have you a mind to aid my folk?
At last we meet, Pinevere. Sparkle told us of the aid you brought to his expedition, and I wish to look upon the outsider myself. Oh boy. They really must think my getup's strange if they don't recognize me. And yes, but you're no outsider now, are you? You may call me Sversting, and I am the Forge Master of Lukash, and the most skilled of all the stout axes that remain in Mordor. Ah. Oh, you're no outsider now. For a moment there, I was thinking, what, did he actually recognize me? Oh well. Yes, we are not as many as we once were, but it brings me great pride nonetheless. My works have earned me a great deal of Mistress Zort's favor, and she has told me of a great rumor she learned by spying upon the men of Barad-dûr. She claims that our imprisoned king still lives, locked away in the depths of the Dark Tower. It's too great of a tale for me to believe at once, but what if it were true? If King Greytooth were to return to his people at last, he must have a weapon befitting a king. Barkos tells me that you wish to aid us. Is that right? I would ask that you bring me wood from the abandoned banner poles and chunks of sharp obsidian for the banks of the lava flows. Also, should you encounter any of the shards of Barad-dûr that were hurled from the Dark Tower as it fell, gather as much of that as you can. It's time we Stout Axes took something from Sauron. Okay. Alright, let's see. I delivered the stuff. It looks like everything else I need is outdoors. So I'll just head upstairs and tell Frankie that I've managed to deliver the lunches. I've delivered the meals.
Not gold or gems, but good gray steel.
Good gray steel. Aye, that will do for now. As our distant kin, it must seem cruel to you, to your companions, but this is our way. Not as distant kin as you think. We must share wisely the food that Mistress Zorth provides us, friend. Hunger is a burden we Stout Axes must all bear, and as kin, we bear it together. I hope soon good fortune comes to our folk once we find what the mistress desires. Well, based on my memories of her, probably not. This place seems to be lousy with of these Order of the Eye, so I'm sure that thinning their numbers is both a good idea and something that should be readily accomplished. Yeah, readily accomplished. We might as well take care of this one too while we're at it. Hello, goodbye. Yeah, there you go. Baruch Kazad indeed. Now, where can we find more of these? Aha! Expedition leaders, Order of the Eye, and devoted sorceress. Well, this is going to be a tough pair. We'll see if we can get them. Oopsie daisy, that didn't work out very well. I was hoping it would. Well, actually, it worked out better than I was afraid it would. Woo! There you go. And I'll get rid of the bat for... Oh! So sorry about that. There you go. Now I could bury you properly. That's one buried. Now we'll see if we can find the others. So we won't have to worry about them being muddled by the Order of the Eye. Let's see if I can find more of the Order of the Eye to deal with, such as this one. And some not quite as distant kin as they think to bury. Look at this. Look at this. They're just kicking the bodies. I mean, really. I mean, that is a disgrace. A complete and utter disgrace. Yeah, I know. They're the Order of the Eye. They're not exactly what you would call friendly types in the first place. Oopsie daisy. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do. Hello. Can we have peace? Perhaps I was a little bit too aggressive in that little battle there. Ouch. Alright, well. Unlike the Gondorians, I think the Stout Axes have a little bit more tolerance for that as meat, so maybe we should bring some along. Now, where were we? Worms. Actually, we want the Order of the Eye. Oh, and of course, to bury our friends. This looks like the last of the stout axes that I need to bury. And it looks like I've taken a nice dent out of the eye. There you go. That'll take care of them. Now, I need to collect some missives. One from Dormarth and one from Mordath. And I'm also going to need to find those chunks of raw obsidian. Now, where am I going to find that? All I found in the rubble was this.
Digging in the debris is never a waste, not for a scholar of history.
Did I not tell you? That's right. This broken piece of metal is unremarkable, save for this marking right here. Do you see it? This is half of a sigil of Gondor. Nay, not even half. It may be more of a small portion of a small portion. But even a portion's portion is a delight to one who thirsts for knowledge. This tiny remnant of history has emerged from the ash, a reminder to us of Gondor's resilience. My master will surely find value in this discovery, even if I was not supposed to adventure here. The House of Lore will benefit from this, I don't doubt it. This is much more interesting than anything I might have found in Osgiliath, so close to Minas Tirith. This is a land of danger, an unknown land, and the rewards are greater to match. She's crazy, isn't she? Just a mite touched. That's all I gotta say. How's this for same amount of light? Alright, I still need some more light.
Hold on. Do you hear that?
Yes, hear that? There are people approaching from down the road, and they sound like they're in a tremendous hurry. Alright, I will look for these people and find out what's going on. Down the road. This way down the road. Well, we'll see. I'll get there as quickly as I can. Ah, I think I found them. They look like a pair of soldiers. Hello there. We've got Fernak and Thorville.
You don't want to go this way, friend.
Yes, we had a small company of soldiers aiming to plunder the ruins of Barad-dûr for treasure, and each man was to have a share of the loot. But one of our numbers turned on us, he did, and thought to slay us. I don't know why he attacked us, winning our shares of the treasure most like, but I can't see why Rogrin would strike out at his fellows like that. Never known him for a turncoat, not until today. Rogrin. What's up with Rogrin? What do you say?
There is something terrible about the wreckage of Sauron's tower.
Yes, enormous pieces of the tower fell to the ground when the Dark Lord was destroyed, and the land all around has an unpleasant air. Oh, the land's always had an unpleasant air, I can tell you that. But I never thought it could work such a change on one of my fellows. Rogrin was just as he always was on the journey out, but when we approached the terrible pit, the great abyss, that abyss was the site of Barad-dûr when still it stood. Something about it infused Rogrin with a type of madness, and he attacked us. We, his faithful friends, as if years of service and kinship meant nothing. Bah! Well. Oh. Hi there, Coffee.
I spoke with Hrogrin at the Black Gate. He seemed like a nice enough sort.
Yes, I spoke with him myself. Yes. I wonder what this is all about. I think Fernak is right. The abyss where Barad-dûr once stood is still surrounded by corruption, and it drove Rogrin in madness. You have to find him before he harms any others or himself. But do not kill him. Remember the lesson of the metal scrap from the ash pile. Even good things once buried can be unearthed again. Find Rogrim at the abyss and knock some sense back into him. But don't kill him, for that is not easily undone. Well, alright. I will look for Rogrim. I haven't found Rogrim yet, but I did find this expedition leader who has some messages that I'm hoping to find, right? Hey, any missives on you? I rest a piece of parchment from the fallen expedition leader. Alright. Actually, do I actually have anything? Ah. Yes, I do have. By the prophecy of Lady Abrazanfil, Sauron shall be reborn by the hands of men. As we bore witness to his downfall, we are now called to serve him once more. It is the lady's will that his artifacts be gathered to Barad-dûr, that we might prepare for his return. The great rings he once held in Barad-dûr may have come to rest on the shattered plains of Doromarth. They must be reclaimed before the fires of Ulra Druin consume them. Those who deliver them to Barad-dûr shall be made deathless when at last Sauron returns. High Priestess Kokali. Alright, so High Priestess Kokali is convinced, of course she's convinced, that Sauron shall be returning again, and the thing about being made deathless is quite a bit in there. And also of Zoreth the traitor. Be it known that Zoreth of Luchash is thus expelled from the Order of the Eye for the keeping of spies to be used against us. Her continued attempts to wrest the Dwarf King from his prison, and, most terribly, for the supreme transgression of dishonoring Sauron the Great. It was the will of Lord Sauron that the Dwarf King remain in the dungeons of Barad-dûr, and so he shall until his days are ended. Indeed, the Dwarf King has been more obedient as of late, but I do not trust his sudden change in demeanor. He and his spies of Zoreth plan some deception, I'm certain of it. Those of you within the order who serve her still shall cease at once, or you shall share the fate of those who we have exposed and be cast into the black pits of Mordath. Zoreth is an unfortunate loss to the order, but her skill in the manipulation of spirits served us well. But neither she nor any of her malformed dwarf servants shall again pass into Barad-dûr. By the will of Sauron, her fate is chosen. Keep close watch to the flaming spire, and let none of her servants come to Barad-dûr. Well, Lady Abrazafel. Well, Lady Azabirfel, I can tell you one thing, that one of these malformed dwarves are going to go in and clonk some heads in there. But now, I need to find Rogrim. Ooh, look at this! A scrap of steel from Barad-dûr, even twisted into form. The steel is of a queer make, but masterfully wrought. Well then, now let's see if we could find that missing soldier. This looks like a nasty enough place, so this must be where they're at. That's how things work in Mordor. If you need to find something, go to the nastiest place you could possibly think of. You might not find what you're looking for, but you will probably find something. Actually, is that a Gondorian soldier up ahead? I think it is. There's also a Drake. Alright. And there's also a salamander who apparently desires to battle first. I certainly don't want the salamander jumping us before we have a chance to do anything. Hello, Rogrin?
Stay back! I'll kill you!
You won't get me! Invisible foes fleeing all over us! You can't see them, but they can see you! They're all around! Stay back! I'll kill you! Please. I've been asked not to kill you, so I'll just yell at you. How about yell at you? Maybe that'll help. Here. Oh! Oh! You okay now?
What am
Uh,
I doing here?
yeah, in point of fact, what are we doing here? I last remembered standing on the road somewhere near Lugash, but that's many miles away, is it not? I remember. Oh, my friends! I think I attacked them. I didn't mean to do it, but there was such an overwhelming feeling of I don't know how to describe it. My will was overmastered. Did I think I had the strength of Gondor? I was driven to madness like a common orc and set upon my fellows. I'm shamed. I did not understand the potency of Sauron's evil. Even after his fall, the lands that he touched remain marred by the memory of him. I must find my friends and apologize. I hope they will understand that I was not myself. I have to leave this place. I'm not equal to it. Well, at least he's still alive when he came to that conclusion. It appears I found another expedition of the Order of the Eye. And they're all tightly packed here. I was afraid of that. Well, I'll have to deal with them quickly. Alright, that's one down. That one somehow... Oh! Well, boy, the Order of the Ice certainly has a way of getting back. You gotta pay attention to these guys. You think that you've killed them, and he wants this piece of paper back, I'm pretty sure. Well, you're not getting it back. Sorry, you're not. I really didn't want to fight you twice, but alright, there you go. Whew. Let me get out of here before he decides to return again. Now let's read this third missive. Adherents of the Eye. Long had the black pits of the damned laid beneath Barad-dûr, but as he fell, Lord Sauron rent the very earth of Doromarth asunder, and shaped it into a great abyss. Of this abyss, Lady Abrazafel was granted a vision. It told of a hidden vault deep within the caverns of the Black Pits where Sauron kept the greatest of his artifacts and his secrets. We of the Order must uncover this vault, and we must learn what Sauron meant for us to find. As he has promised, Sauron shall again be reborn, and the abyss of Mordath shall hold the key to his return. For the glory of Sauron, High Priest Rabachor. Oh boy, what a fun bit. Well, we'll return that to Lugash. And of course, we still have all these chunks and scraps to find, but that will be for the next episode of Piney Plays a Stout Minstrel.